The sound of phone ringing cut sharply through Detective Mara Ellison's apartment, slicing the silence like something unwelcome forcing its way in. She stared at it for a moment instead of answering. Calls like this never brought anything good. And Mara had learned, the hard way, that once you pick up, you can't unhear what comes next. The ringing stopped. Then it started again. She reached for it. Ellison. Silence. Then breathing. Slow. Uneven. I didn't mean to kill her. The line went dead. By 3:05 a.m., Mara was standing on the shoulder of Interstate 84, just past Exit 9. Red and blue lights flickered against the trees, painting the night in pulses of urgency. A state trooper waved her under the tape. "What V we got?" she asked. "Female, mid-30s, found in her car engine still running." The trooper hesitated. No visible injuries. Mara frowned. "Natural causes?" "Doesn't feel like it." Nothing ever did. She stepped closer. The driver's side door hung open. Inside, a woman slumped forward against the wheel, one hand still clutching her phone. The screen was cracked but still glowing. Mara leaned in. The call log showed one outgoing call. 2:17 a.m. To her. The victim's name was Dana Mercer. Divorced. No kids. Worked nights as a nurse at a private clinic just outside town. No criminal record. No obvious enemies. Clean. Too clean. Back at the precinct. Mara replayed the voicemail pulled from the carrier. The same voice. Same shaky confession. "I didn't mean to kill her." But Dana Mercer was the one who ended up dead. So who was the caller? And who was her? By noon, Mara was sitting across from Dana's ex-husband, Luke Mercer. He looked tired, but not grieving, more distracted. "When's the last time you spoke to Dana?" Mara asked. "Couple weeks ago. About the house." He shrugged. "Nothing unusual." "Did she sound scared? Upset?" "No. Dana didn't scare her easy." Mara studied him. "Did she ever mention someone threatening her?" Luke hesitated. That was all Mara needed. "Mr. Mercer." He sighed. "She said someone had been calling her. Late at night. Breathing mostly. Sometimes hanging up. She thought it was a patient." "From the clinic?" "Yeah. Said it happens more than you'd think." The clinic sat on the edge of town quiet. Sterile. Forgettable. The kind of place where secrets go to hide in plain sight. Dr. Harlan Weiss greeted her with a practiced smile. "Detective, terrible news about Dana. She was one of our best." "Did she ever report being harassed?" Mara asked. Weiss's smile flickered. "Not formally, but informally?" She mentioned odd calls. "We get unstable patients, sometimes. It's part of the job." "Names!" "Confidentiality ends when someone's dead." Mara cut in. Weiss exhaled slowly. "There was one, recently discharged. Evelyn Shaw." Evelyn Shaw lived alone in a small house off a gravel road, 10 miles out. When Mara knocked, the door creaked open on its own. Inside, the air smelled stale. "Miss Shaw." Mara called. No answer. She moved carefully through the house. The living room was cluttered with newspapers. Every headline circled, dates underlined, names highlighted. All of them were obituaries. All women, all mid-30s. Mara's pulse quickened. Then she saw the photos pinned to the wall. Dana Mercer and 5 others. Every face marked with a red X, except one. The last photo, no X, just a name written beneath it. Mara Ellison. The floorboard creaked behind her. Mara turned. Evelyn Shaw stood in the doorway. Thin, pale, eyes wide with something between fear and relief. "You came," Evelyn whispered. Mara's hand hovered near her weapon. "Why am I on your wall?" Evelyn shook her head frantically. No, you don't understand. I was trying to warn them." "Warn who?" "The others." Mara's voice hardened. "Dana Mercer is dead." Evelyn's face crumpled. "Then I was too late." "Too late for what?" Evelyn stepped closer. "He calls before it happens." Mara felt a chill crawl up her spine. "Who?" Evelyn swallowed. "The man who makes you confess before you even know what you've done." Back at the precinct, Mara pulled the call records again. Every victim had received a call within minutes of their death. Every call lasted less than 30 seconds. Every caller untraceable, until one detail stood out. All the calls routed briefly through the same relay tower, one that hadn't been operational in years. Abandoned, near exit 9. Night fell. Mara drove back to the highway, headlights cutting through the darkness. The old relay tower loomed ahead, rusted, skeletal, forgotten. She parked, stepped out. Silence. Then her phone rang. 2:17 a.m. exactly. Mara stared at the screen. No caller ID. Slowly, she answered. Ellison. Breathing. Then her own voice. I didn't mean to kill him. Her blood ran cold. The line went dead. Behind her, something shifted in the dark. Mara turned sharply and saw a man stepping out from the shadows of the tower. Calm, smiling, like he'd been waiting. You're right on time, he said. Mara's hand went to her gun. Who are you? He tilted his head. I'm the one who helps people tell the truth. I haven't killed anyone. He smiled wider. Not yet. The wind picked up, rattling the metal tower. Mara's heart pounded. Somewhere deep in her memory, something stirred, something she couldn't quite reach. A gap, a missing hour. From earlier that night, the man took another step forward. Memory is a fragile thing, detective, he said softly. But guilt? Guilt always finds its way back. Mara's grip tightened. What did you do to me? He shook his head. I didn't do anything. A pause. You did. In that moment, it hit her. A flash. A road. Headlights. A figure stepping into her lane. A sickening thud. Mara staggered back. No! The man's voice was almost gentle now. You left him there. Tears blurred her vision. I didn't know. You do now. Sirens wailed in the distance. Too late. The man stepped back into the shadows. Every story needs an ending, detective, he said. The question is, will you tell it? And then he was gone. By sunrise, they found the body. A man. Hit and run. Time of death. Just before 2:17 a.m., Mara stood at the scene, hollow. Her phone buzzed in her hand. A new voicemail. She didn't need to play it. She already knew what it said. Weeks later, the case file sat unfinished on her desk. 6 victims. 6 calls. One pattern no one could explain. Officially, the deaths were ruled unrelated. Coincidence. But Mara knew better. Somewhere out there, the man was still watching, still waiting for the next confession. That night, as Mara turned off the lights in her apartment, her phone lit up again. 2:17 a.m. incoming call. Unknown. She stared at it as it rang, and rang, and rang. This time she let it go to voicemail.